Listen, the Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonya Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonya. That was a show.
That was a show. The Chicago Sky just suffered another embarrassing loss to the Washington Mystics, 103-86. And here's what nobody wants to talk about. Angel Reese played 28 minutes and recorded a double-double with 22 points and 13 rebounds. Sounds impressive, right? Wrong. The Sky got demolished while she was on the court, and even the announcers were laughing at her performance. Meanwhile, two Mystics rookies, Sonya Citron and Kiki Ariafin, made history by becoming the first duo to both score 20-plus points in the same game. The question everyone's asking is Angel Reese actually making her team worse? And what happened during the game that humiliated Reese on live TV? If you agree that Reese is making her team worse, then comment me bounds. Let's go. Let's get it!
Burn! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great! Burn!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Me bound! Burn!
Let's be real about something that's been staring us in the face all season long. Angel Reese can collect all the double-doubles she wants, but the Chicago Sky keep losing games in embarrassing fashion. Their record sits at a pathetic 7 wins and 19 losses, putting them dead last in playoff contention and 6 games out of even sniffing the postseason. You know what makes this even more ridiculous? The team has been on a 6-game losing streak that started before Reese even came back from her back injury.
6 for 16. What's that, 35%? 22 points, 13 rebounds, got to the free throw line multiple times, 11 free throws for Angel Reese, but the bloopies were blooping, and oh boy, here we go. All right, we go, right, easy open layup, and a stoink right off the bottom of the backboard, and we're just asking for a foul. We're asking for a foul. We throw the ball off the bottom, that's like the bottom side of the backboard, asking for a foul, no foul to be given in this current point in time.
The Washington Mystics game perfectly captures this disaster. Reese put up 22 points and 13 rebounds, extending her double-double streak to 11 consecutive games. Sounds impressive until you realize the Sky got absolutely destroyed 103-86. That's a 17-point blowout where Chicago's defense completely collapsed while their supposed star was on the court for 28 minutes. The Mystics scored 52 points in the paint, which tells you everything about how well Reese was anchoring that defense.
Okay, new strategy, team. Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her misses! Burn! If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Burn! At a certain point, you just gotta applaud greatness. A me-bound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon says, give me another pray-up. How about it? Burn! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Burn! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
Two Washington rookies, Sonya Citron and Kiki Ariafin, made WNBA history by becoming the first rookie duo in Mystics history to both score 20 or more points in the same game. Citron dropped 28 points, while Ariafin added 22 points and 10 rebounds. These rookies completely outplayed the Sky veteran roster and made them look like amateurs on their home court.
Listen, man, Kiki Ariafin got the better of her today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 14 shooting, man. Kiki stirring that pot on Angel today. Listen, the Chicago Sky are trash. And Washington Mystics, you are a 500 team fighting for the playoffs. You are scrapping to get into that playoffs, and I respect it. Led by 2 rookie all-stars. And Angel Reese had the nerve to say they have the best young core in the
Coach Tyler Marsh specifically called out the team's inability to protect the paint after the game, which is a direct shot at their interior defense. Reese shot just 6 of 16 from the field and picked up 5 fouls that limited her impact even further. She made 10 of 11 free throws, but that doesn't matter when your team is getting torched on the other end of the court.
First of all, we all know the Indiana Fever had the best young core in the league with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Forget young core. That's probably the best duo, period. So during that whole thing, when she said, yo, we the skyscrapers, best young duo in the league. When she said that, I told y'all, we all knew CC and AB was better. That's not even a conversation. I said, wait a second. Are y'all sure, Angel, are you sure you and Camila are better than Sonia Citron and Kiki? The last I checked, the Washington Mystics had 2 rookies that made the All-Star team. And boy, did they show why today. They took this matchup perfect.
This wasn't your typical trash talk between players. Austin's gesture was a direct statement about Reese's defensive capabilities being completely exposed on national television. The moment captured everything wrong with Chicago's defense and Reese's inability to protect the rim when it actually matters. Austin worked over on that play, and the announcers actually called attention to the taunt, making it even more embarrassing for someone who's supposed to be anchoring the Sky's interior defense.
Spins on Reese, comes back. Yes, off the window. As she's saying, too small on the way back. Very subtly so, but she had the hand.
You know what makes this even worse? The way Reese responded to getting dominated. Instead of stepping up her defensive intensity or making adjustments, she continued to struggle throughout the game while Austin and her teammates carved up Chicago's defense. This moment perfectly captured the Sky's defensive struggles and highlighted why they've been losing games all season long despite Reese's individual statistics. Compare this to how real defensive anchors handle these situations. Players like Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hull face tough offensive players every night, but they respond with composure and effectiveness. They don't get taunted on live television because they actually know how to play winning defense. When challenges arise, they step up their game instead of becoming highlights for the opposing team.
Kira Austin going at him. Everybody's just going at him. The Chicago Sky are food. And I mean, it's just embarrassing to the point where it's like, you like as a Sky fan, y'all are probably happy y'all lost by less than 20 points today. And that is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. Y'all getting popped, bro. Y'all not just losing. Y'all getting smoked by 20 and 30 and 40 and almost 50. Bro, y'all are terrible. Something has to change. Something has to change.
Austin's taunt wasn't just about that one play. It represented the entire game where Mystics' players completely dominated Chicago. Citron's career-high 28 points came largely because the Sky couldn't establish any defensive presence in the paint. Erie Offen's 22 points and 10 rebounds made this historic for all the wrong reasons for Chicago, as both rookies outplayed the Sky's veteran roster while making franchise history. This public embarrassment on the court was just the beginning of what turned into a terrible week for Angel Reese. Getting worked over by Austin and taunted on live TV should have been rock bottom, but somehow things managed to get even messier. The defensive breakdown that allowed Washington to score 103 points exposed every weakness in Chicago's system, with Reese at the center of those problems. This on-court humiliation set the stage for an even messier off-court drama with a WNBA legend. But the real fireworks were about to start on social media.
Listen to this. We have the commentators that are actually laughing at this.
To be able to attack and finish inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked. Give this one to...
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves. Like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious real quick.
When a 3-time WNBA champion calls you a C-tier player, you can either prove them wrong on the court or start a Twitter feud. Guess which one Angel Reese chose? Candace Parker dropped some serious truth bombs on her new podcast, Post Moves with Aaliyah Boston. And Reese's response tells you everything about her priorities.
Angel Reese went home and got cooked in front of everybody. She played a good game, but her team got destroyed. This team is pitiful. Pitiful. And the sad part is, it's not like they have anywhere to turn. Ariel Atkins didn't play today, but she ain't been winning them no game. It's not, they have nowhere to turn. They went and made moves in the offseason as if they had a team to go out and win games and try to compete right now. Going and giving up your young draft pick for Ariel Atkins, going and getting Vandersloot, who's hurt. I mean, I just don't understand the direction they thought they were going in. But this has been malpractice from the management to the coaching to a lot of these players. Terrible.
Parker didn't hold back when she ranked Rhea in the C tier alongside Cameron Brink during her player tier list discussion. She made it crystal clear that this wasn't personal hatred, but honest basketball analysis. Parker specifically asked, "I in no way, shape, or form am a hater. But what player are you taking Angel Reese over those I just listed?" She was talking about players who can actually carry teams and serve as primary offensive options, which apparently doesn't include Angel Reese.
You all that are gonna go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm gonna do a tier ranking of WNBA players. I'm gonna try.
Instead of responding with better play on the court, Reed took to social media with this cryptic response. Clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. Let that sink in for a moment. She's accusing a 3-time champion and 2-time MVP of chasing clout. This coming from someone who has her own podcast, constantly attaches herself to Caitlin Clark drama, and creates social media buzz every week. We have her reposting.
And Cameron Brink, I think, is, the unknown. So I put Cameron Brink on the C level, I think, just in terms of her kind of showing glimpses of what she's capable of. I think WNBA, with the space and her length and versatility, she's going to be able to have an impact on the defensive end immediately. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
Assessment focused on Reese's inability to be a primary offensive option or carry a team to victories. She acknowledged Reese's offensive rebounding skills, but questioned her overall impact compared to elite players like Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, and Nafisa Collier, who earned higher tier rankings. Parker was providing the kind of honest evaluation that fans rarely hear from former players.
I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my tier.
The really rich part, Reed talking about someone else chasing clout while she's been building her entire brand around controversy and social media drama. Parker was promoting her new podcast with Boston, sure, but she was also giving legitimate basketball analysis based on actual performance metrics and team impact. Parker doubled down on her stance despite the backlash from Reese's fans, emphasizing that she was providing honest assessment rather than hate. She compared Reese to other top players in the league and found her lacking in the areas that matter most for elite basketball players.
We have her reposting this. I'd be mad too if a girl who was beautiful, rich, famous, rich and famous, lifestyle of the rich and the famous. They always complaining. Shout out to Good Charlotte, man. They were a quality band. And well liked among her peers, comes in, breaks my records, gets promotion, brand deals I couldn't get, and then has the audacity to steal my vet. I'd be bitter. Angel Reese reposted that. And then Angel Reese puts out her own tweet. Clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
The uncomfortable truth is that Parker's criticism aligns perfectly with what we see on the court every game. Reed collects her double-doubles while the Sky lose games and miss the playoffs. Her response suggests she's more concerned about her public image than actually improving her game. The real question isn't whether Parker was being mean, it's whether she was being accurate, and the evidence from this season suggests she was spot on.
Asia Wilson, reigning MVP, couple Defensive Player of the Years, 2 championships. If there was something higher than S, I would definitely put her up there. But Nafisa Collier, she's up there with top tier with Asia. Just her ability to play on both sides of the ball, pump fake, she's gonna make you choose wrong. I know you guys are gonna say I'm biased because I'm putting all 4s at the S, but the 4s run the league. Don't ever forget that. Brianna Stewart, the versatility, reigning champion from last year. She's got 3 of them things. I don't think there's any debate with that.